Good morning, welcome back to Deer Valley Homestead. My name's Andy, and this week it's poultry chaos. A couple of weeks ago we ordered some broilers and some Lomond Browns to go with our flock. They were due in about 10 days time, but I just got a call from V. The guys phoned her and said, hey, someone's cancelled, would you like them early? And we said yes, because we're going to be racing time with these broilers before it gets too cold in the winter to get them up to size and get them in the freezer. There are 42 chickens arriving today in 2 hours, and I haven't got everything ready because I didn't know they were coming. Now, the first 12 are very easy. They are Lomond Browns, the same as we have in here, and they are 15 weeks old. That means they can just move straight in. There's no issues there. The other 30 are broilers, and they are going to live in the old pheasant house. Hey guys. The geese are out the end. They've been destroying too much, so they're in the big pasture, and they're not that happy about it. I need to get this area ready for the broilers. We need a house for them, we need water, we need everything that goes with it. As luck would have it, I was in here yesterday cutting the grass, so that's one less thing to do. But we have a couple of holes in the fence I need to fix. We need to find them a house, somewhere they're going to live inside. At the moment, our temperature is insanely high. We've been on about 30 degrees average every day, and the nighttime temperature hasn't dropped below 24 for about 3 weeks now. With these guys being 6 weeks old, they're going to come straight outside. With that kind of temperature, there are no issues keeping them out here. Of course, the Cocker Caravan, which you might have seen the video for, is where we're going to put them. The only issue with that is it doesn't fit in here. So I think we're going to put it outside the fence, make some kind of hole in the fence, and I don't know. We're going to make it work. We've got a few hours still. Now, I'm going to get the grass cutter, but I have to talk about the other thing. As you know, if you've watched any of our videos this year, we have lost quite a lot of poultry to a fox and to a pine marten. We've done a lot of thinking and we've been working on beefing up security. So we've blocked lots of holes in fences, and we're not letting them out as early in the morning. We're putting them all to bed slightly earlier in the evening. We spend a lot of time outside with them. We're working on it. We've made a pretty big investment, and it has already prevented one fox attack, which we will talk about shortly. But let me see if I can find it. Limeria, where did you get to? Oh, you have to excuse the chaos. We've been beekeeping. Hello. This little monster is Limeria. I think she's already licked the camera. Yeah. Limeria. Put him. Put him. So this is Limeria. She is a Bernese mountain dog who's hungry. That's me, don't eat that. She is now 6.5 weeks old. I was actually sat out here at 4 o'clock yesterday morning. Limeria was awake and she's still missing mum a little bit, so she was making a bit of noise. And so I brought her out here so B could sleep and so I could play with the puppy. I was sat here, she was just in front of me, and she just went into full-on growling mode. She started growling, looking around, and like a really deep belly growl. So I knew there was something wrong, and not 5 seconds later I saw the fox running out of the garden and away. So it's not good that he could still get in the garden, but it is good that he now knows we have a puppy and he's scared of the growl. Of course, Limeria still has a lot of training to do before she's allowed loose with the animals. One more down. We're going to keep Limeria in the pheasant area with me today. She's going to help me work. I'm sure that won't happen. But what she is going to do is leave her scent everywhere. And hopefully that will help deter the fox and the pine marten and all of the other animals that have been giving us so many problems. The goal here is just to clean up the grass just a little bit, and it makes it easier for me to see when a predator does try to get in. Hopefully, maybe, it stops them being able to hide so easily. I'm not sure about that one, but mostly I know there's a hole down here that I need to fix, and that's a lot easier without the grass. Let's see how many times I can get myself stung. I know it's here somewhere because there we go. Who was it? Mr. Pine Marten made himself a big hole, and he got through this fence and through the chicken wire and got to our pheasants. Homesteading is a strange thing, especially on YouTube, because people don't tend to tell you that much of what goes wrong. You notice if you watch some of the channels that animals just disappear, and it's not ones that are being eaten. But I guess that disaster and sadness maybe doesn't make for such a good video, but it's me, so I just tell you everything. And this is one of the things that is very good about this kind of fence, is that it is fairly easy to repair it. You can just bend it back to shape. I never would have imagined that a pine marten could open himself a gap in what is really quite thick fencing. So I'm not sure how much you can see from there, but when I was cutting the grass, I made a mess. And I cut myself a nice big hole in the fence. It happened. Now I have to repair it. All I'm going to do is cut out the section, cut another one the same size, and stick it in the hole. So what I do is I cut the mesh and keep all of these points on there, and then each one of those is going to get folded through the next piece, and then I'll put 1 or 2 cable ties on it as well, just to be sure. So that one goes on, and then I just bend those through, and I'll go around the other side and bend them all tight. I would understand better if I'd cut it like right at the bottom where I needed to cut the grass, but no. I was just lifting the strimmer off from cutting underneath, and I didn't pay enough attention. So I think we'll call this my penance. I always assumed that if a fox broke in, he would come, take 1 chicken and go home and eat it. And that's not what they do. They come in, they kill every single chicken, and they carry them off and hide them in different places, like a food storage. So this is our patch. You know, it's not too visible. it would be less visible without the cable ties, but I think they just make it a bit stronger. And you can see what I've done is just fold round every single end so that it's really, really on there. Somewhere down here is my protection. What's up, Limeria? You found yourself a nice spot to sleep? Huh? She says, yep. And I'm not getting up for nothing. Now we need somewhere for these guys to stay. They are going to go into the old Koku caravan. You can watch that video building that if you want to. Go back through the channel, you'll see it. And we're going to put that outside the fence, cut a hole in the fence, and let the chickens in and out through there. Yeah. No. I think if I can get it close enough, I can just pin the fence to the outside of the door and not build any kind of weird tunnel or something like that. In case you're wondering, my assistant is still very cute, aren't you, puppy? We have the Koku caravan next to the old pheasant area. It's the new broiler area. I don't expect the broilers to be out here that much. I mean, they're broilers, they like to sit and eat, but I feel that it's good for them to have a big outside area so they can get those extra goodies when they want to. Let's see how many times I can hit my fingers, because I know there's going to be a couple. Just in case you didn't know, geese are destroyers. They will find anything that you leave out anywhere and they will destroy it. So the chickens can live in here, it's nice and secure, it's locked overnight. There's definitely no way for any predators to get in there. I don't know, unless they start ripping through the wood or through the mesh, but this is a very thick mesh, so they shouldn't be able to. The only flaw in the plan, of course, is this door is going to be a pain to open and close each day. But I don't like to use the automatic doors at the moment. During the summer they just open too early. Here they open at 4 in the morning, and 4 in the morning is prime fox time. Hopefully a couple of hours B will be back with some chickens and we will show you them being released. Welcome, ladies. Now make me some eggs. I don't think they've ever been outside before. They're pretty nice looking. Hey, you're not a falcon. There you go. Alright, it's time, guys, it's time. you're still in there. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's water. You must know what water is. I don't think you guys have ever been outside or anywhere before, have you? This is water. It may look a little crazy teaching 6-week-old chickens how to drink water. However, these guys had been here for half an hour. Not one of them had gone over to the water, and all of them were panting and looked like they were overheating. So I just figured, why not? We ended up with 12 Lohman Brown, 31 broiler chicks, one of which apparently the guy said is some kind of premium chicken. I don't know what that means. So the Lohman Browns are with the rest of the flock, most of whom are Lohman Browns. They're pretty happy. They're having the odd little squabble, which I'm sure you know the expression, finding your place in the pecking order. That's what they're up to at the moment. Although actually, I'll take you over there. They've really calmed down. Our broilers are all down here. I think it's just a little bit too hot for them. They are mostly hiding near the shade. However, some of them are starting to drink and eat. I think they overheated a little bit in the few minutes that they were out of the air conditioning from the car, and then they came to the garden. It took me about 5 minutes to get everything set up for them. You can see where all of our new ladies are. So that's an older lady. These are all older ladies and boys, I suppose. Where are you all? Ah, there we go. There's a whole bunch of them. They found a little shady spot down here. And I'm pretty sure I saw one over here as well. I saw 2 over here. What's up, ladies? You don't like the others? No. So my understanding is these guys have never seen the outside before. So I can imagine that that could be just a little bit overwhelming for them. I'm going to be around the garden all day. And I will come down here and check on everyone often. I haven't seen any of these new ladies find the water yet, but the others I have seen them find it, so I'll just keep checking. And you know, you've got to be careful with these things. A few of the broilers have lost a few feathers. A few of them have some little cuts and things like that. I don't know if that's normal, not normal. As always, thank you very much for watching. We will catch you all next week with whatever happens to be happening next week. I don't know what's planned.